Coronavirus is getting real. It's getting real.
Whatever. Oh man, here we go. Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of PFABG. Pretty for a black girl like me. PFABG. Pretty for a black girl like me. I know you're saying to yourself, why does she sound like that? Coronavirus! It's getting real! It's getting real! It's getting real! Yes, guys. Just in case you cannot tell, I am sick. No, I don't have the Rona. Miss Rona, baby. 1 second. No, I do not have the Corona. But for anybody who do know me, a lot of people know I do have bad allergies and sinuses. So when the seasons change, it gets so inflamed. Inflamed. That I start to get bronchitis sometimes. Of course, it sounds like I have laryngitis. Right now I have an upper respiratory infection, which has to do with your lungs and breathing. And no, I know, I done read the little symptoms from the Rona, I know. But y'all, I guarantee you, oh, my hair look different colors. That's cute, girl. I know, I done read them, but I do not have the Rona, okay? I'm quarantined at the house anyway, because what? Everything is shut down. No matter where you are, the bars, the movies, anything fun. Anything fun. I'm not even gonna say that. Anything fun. Alright guys, before I start, I do want to give a shout out to all 40 of my subbies. Yay! I have 40 subscribers, guys, and I'm so happy that you guys chose to subscribe to my channel. I really do hope that you guys are enjoying the dialogue. I have other projects that are on the horizon, and all I can say is stay tuned, because I'm about to do some with relationships real soon. Single, dating, married, whatever. Stay tuned. Alright guys, so let's get into it. We left off, this is part 3 of dating, single, daddy issues, everything in between. We left off on me at the doctor, and the doctor was either telling me that I have either syphilis or herpes. So guys, when I initially hearing that, you're like, whoa, what? And I had already did some research. I wasn't trying to look for nothing negative or bad, so I was like, I'm gonna look up something that I can get rid of. And I did not know, but you can get rid of syphilis. Syphilis is like a big boil that kind of develops. Some people get in their mouth. I've been getting them in my mouth since I was a kid. It's kind of just like worn out skin, and I bite it. But syphilis is basically a big boil down there. It doesn't have to be, it's not really painful. It doesn't have really any symptoms besides the boil. And if you don't get it cured by a certain time, then it can start turning to a rash in your skin and your hands. But basically you get a shot, or you could take antibiotics through a pill form, and for a certain amount of time, and then you're cured, right? So I'm like, oh, okay, I got that. Herpes, not for this to be insensitive. I want to give this disclaimer. If you have ever had an STD, or someone who is living with the STD, this is not to bring shame. I want this to bring more awareness and more open conversation, because I feel like, yeah, we know certain things, but when I really started to look into how certain things are developed as far as STIs and STDs, we really don't know about a lot of things. And some people are living with something that they cannot get rid of, whether it was their fault or not their fault. So I really want to be sensitive in that case, and I do not want to make fun of or make light of, you know, STDs or STIs, because they are life changing. So herpes is basically like little sores you can either get around your mouth, which those are called cold sores. 90% of the population actually has those, or like a high percentage. Don't quote me on that. But or you can have genital herpes, which is actually can be passed through skin to skin. Not even necessarily saying you have to have any sexual penetration. It could literally be just you and that person laying body to body, like literally body to body and skin to skin, whether you just hanging out chilling or whatever. So that could be passed through that, and a lot, and I didn't even know that. So she told me that, and I was like, oh wow, that's crazy. Wow. So she was like, we're gonna wait for the results. So I was like, okay, so let me be an adult. And when I tell you, I was shook. Like, I've never cried so hard in my life. And I know I had made it sound all fun and games in the second video when I was talking about my 3 guys, right? But guess how many of them jokers checked on me while I waited a week for my results? Don't worry, I'll wait. One of them actually checked on me, and the rest of them was like, they took the news. One took it like really personal, and then the other one, he was just like, hey, we're adults, we put ourselves in this situation, so this is the case. Yes, I did contact my sexual partners and let them know, like, hey, I just got tested, here are the results, or you know, or I'm waiting for my results, so it's a possibility that you may have this, because we were sexually active in this particular timeline. And yo, when I tell you that entire week of me waiting, I was just so distraught. I went through feelings of just depression, of honestly suicide, because I'm like, you know, I'm a good person. Don't we all think that? I'm a good person. Why is this happening to me? I can't believe this is happening to me. You know, I don't deserve this. And I'm like, I think the human complex kind of was skewed, because I'm like, I'm not no more special than anybody walking down the street. Just because I go to church, just because I work with kids, just because I'm doing this YouTube channel. Like, I'm no more special than anybody. And I feel like through that, God was really trying to teach me, like, yo, you need me. You're out here chasing, you know, sex, guys, attention, and you're not being fulfilled. I literally felt him say, like, hey, look at who coming to check on you. Look who is texting you and see if you're okay. None of them but one. And I think when I really felt that and I really seen that for myself, it really changed my perspective on myself, my self-worth, and just kind of how I view sex in a way. Because I'm just like, it's okay for you to lay down with me, but it's not okay for you to come check on me when I'm going through this that could possibly change your life and my life. I could possibly have something for the rest of my life. Trying to pinpoint, you know, the origin of it. And, you know, it was just a nervous wreck waiting. So a week goes by, you know, I go through like all 5 stages of grief, depression, bargaining, accepting all of this. And I was like, you know what? I'm not finna take this laying down. So I would say during that week, something in me was like, in Jesus' name, I rebuke any STDs, STIs. Yes, I'm in the wrong, but this is not my end story. And yo, when I tell you I was pleading the blood, all of that, like, my relationship with God got so tight. And I hate to say like, oh, wait till you're in a time of crisis to depend on God. No, do not do that. Because I feel like that is like shortchanging God. That's shortchanging yourself. And that's shortchanging your relationship and the growth that you have with him. So I would hate to say that brought me back to my relationship with God, but it brought back things that was instilled in me when I was young as a kid. Quoting scriptures, no weapon formed against me can prosper. For all things work together for those who believe. Like, just quoting them, listen to my gospel music, and really get my mind right. And really making up in my mind, am I going to live for man or culture, or am I going to live for God? So a week goes by. I finally get my test results. Y'all, God is in the blessing business still. I got my results and I am STD, STI free. I do not have herpes. I do not have syphilis. And it come to find out that it was just my body being, I was having an irritation to one, the medicine I was taking for the yeast infection, but two, the guys. So I was when I was already putting in the medicine or whatever, I was irritated, so I was scratching somewhat, or like trying to like get some kind of like soothing relief. So that ended up being just a reaction to that. But there's no STDs, and I would say when I got that, yo, I felt like it was the biggest like relief of my life, yo. Like I was just going through so much mental anguish, and I had to really like stop myself because I have really bad anxiety. I had to stop myself, and I said, not today. Anxiety, you're not going to take over. I plead the blood. And I think going through that, this whole experience just really made me appreciate and realize, like, one, yo, life is short. Two, be careful who you lay it down with. Three, educate yourself about STDs and STIs. And four, why are you even having sex? Like, what is the purpose? And life is funny how it has a way of humbling you and bringing you back to your roots. And I would say, even if you are or you have had a STI or STD, guys, it does not make you any less of a person. There's so many people out there living life with, even like something that lasts their life or something that's very temporary. And guys, I would say I felt so uneducated and just scared because I'm thinking to myself, I think I know certain things about sex and I have no idea. And guys, you just never know. It could be you. I'm no special than the next person. So I would say really be careful, one, who you laying down with. Make sure they know their status. And I think this has led me to a season of questioning why I have sex, the motives of it. Me exploring the possibility of celibacy, because at the end of the day, no one's gonna look out for you like God is and like you are. And if that's not one of your main reasons why you're doing certain things, not in a selfish way, I think that really makes or break a lot of things. So let me get off my pedestal, or off my little whatever. But guys, at the end of the day, I love y'all guys. I love me. I love God. And I'm so excited to continue to explore this channel with you guys. And I really appreciate all the positive feedback I'm getting. I'm just trying to be very as transparent as possible because I am human. I do not have life figured out. And as I figure it out or get it figured out, I want y'all to come along with me for the journey. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Pretty for a Black Girl. This is the conclusion of part 3. Make sure you follow me on Instagram for Pretty for a Black Girl, or you could type in the acronym P.F.A.B.G. Thank you guys. Y'all be blessed.